Welcome back to my channel. I have a cold, so I'm going to draw Higuruma in my art style. This is the general plan. This is not what it's going to look like, obviously. So I start in with, what you know, a reference, and the reference is not Higuruma himself, because I trusted myself too much and I was way too cocky. I believed, oh, I just watched the calling games. I pretty sure I know what he looks like. Plus, on my TikTok, there's so many Higuruma fan arts. So I believe I know what he looks like. I don't need a reference of his face. I just need a reference, a loyal reference for the pose. So I started going to town, and you can tell that something's about to mess up. And this is where I often mess up in my art, which is the arms. I am always bad at. See, look, I studied anatomy in school. I just can't recreate it on paper. I do not know why. I usually don't have issues with the face or the hair. I mean, I do it slower, but I don't have issues with them. What I tend to have issues with is arms. And I do not draw legs often, but I tend to do better with legs than arms. And not even arms in general, it's specifically hands. Sorry for ranting. Oh yeah, what'd you know? I cleaned it and started over. It doesn't make it better. Whenever I draw, I tend to leave the arm for last because so at this point the drawing was kind of coming together, but something was really wrong. So I had to find a Higuruma reference, and this is the one I got. The eyebrows, I see they are usually turned downwards, like when he scrunches his eyebrows, they don't go up, they go down. I don't really know how that works, but it is what it is. It's like his signature, like his pattern. So, and then the hair, his hair is spikier, so I try to make it a bit spiky. And this, I don't follow any pattern. I don't do this, then do that. I just do whatever feels right at the moment. So I made an outline for his shikigami. It's called Judgment. Judgment gives me such vogue, like, it looks so on fleek. I don't. Do I sound so much like an old person? I don't know. Yeah, but is it weird? But like designer brands like Balenciaga. That's what Judgment looks like to me. Like he looks like a Balenciaga model. Like this is media apply when they like stitch the eyes with like black eyeliner and then all black coats that doesn't spare the hands, like Vogue. And I guess I was thinking about it in the moment because I completely left what I was supposed to do from the reference and started giving her like Vogue. But then I came back to my senses, so don't worry. Technically, at this point, I'm just supposed to finish the outline, make sure the outline is clean before trying to block in the basic colors and starting to render. But I never follow a pattern. I am not organized when I draw. I just do whatever, do whatever, do whatever. That doesn't look right. Okay, do another one, do whatever. So now I am painting in his skin. Irrespective that the comic is in black and white, I've noticed that he has a very pale complexion. Like, I know obviously he's pale, but when I check leave the reference photo, I swear I watched the anime. He was very, very pale in comparison to other characters like Yuji. So I went a little pale, to give him that soulless, I'm drained from work, help me out vibe. So I think the color really matches him. Is that weird? He fits the soulless, blank look, sad, semi depressed, black eye, lawyer vibe. Like, it suits him. So I'm blocking the colors. Logically, please, if you're drawing or even taking any advice, I don't think anybody's taking any advice from this, but if you're taking any advice, draw like me, you're gonna waste so much time. My best advice to you is to first, when you add your sketch layer, make a very clean outline layer. Then start shading from that. Because what I do is I am disorganized and I'll paint before I'll do my outline, before I'll do my. So it doesn't, it wastes so much time, but that's how I tend to draw. See, now I'm putting the outline. And you see, because I'm putting the outline now, there's so many mistakes I have to go and clean later in terms of the color and the previous coloring I've done. So this shouldn't be you know, your advice in that respect. If you watched the video up to this point, wow, you're really nice. I really appreciate you because I know I'm not the most entertaining person or stuff. But yes, currently I'm just doing the outlines on the drawing. Yeah, you can still see my old sketch layer underneath. I usually tend to leave them in. I I can't explain to you why. I don't know. It just feels right. I just do things because they feel right, not because it's anything. Just because it feels right at the moment. And usually I change so much before the final drawing is finished. The truth is, sometimes when I draw, I go off a tangent. So I currently started working on the Shikigami. I didn't realize that it looks like he has winged eyeliner. I think I desperately wanted the Shikigami to look Vogue. I don't even know if it's female or male. But then I let my intrusive thoughts win. So please take this moment to think, wow, she really went. I don't know why I put the teeth. None of my references had teeth. I wasn't even currently using any reference. I don't know what was wrong with me. Look, the idea of my art was just to give Higuruma and his Shikigami. Not Higuruma and his scary Shikigami. Just plain, oh, this is a lawyer and something behind him. So I don't know why I was doing all that. See, we're back to a regular programming. Vogue. So at this point, Higuruma was looking very plain in contrast to Judgment. So I started adding a little shading to make him stand out, because he's my point of drawing. I don't. Sorry, I cannot apologize enough. So anyway, moving along. I don't really have a plan for the shade. I just want to make sure it doesn't look flat in comparison to the rest. I will add the fine details later, so just chill, everyone. If he looks different, that's because I added another layer of color on top, but I know he looks pale, but it looked like he was a vampire, like he was lifeless. So I added a layer of pale yellow and then I reduced the opacity to mimic skin color, but child, it was not working. So I drifted back to Judgment, trying to add more features. Judgment is looking T, like the Shikigami looks way better than Higuruma. Like, I'm just struggling with the guy. Maybe he just doesn't want me to put all this pizzazz on him because, he's too serious for my shenanigans. But I still try to add more, like, shading to the side so it'd be like, ooh, cool, serious. And I'm back to the Shikigami. At this point, I should have made this drawing Higuruma Shikigami because Judgment was just taking all my time and he looked better than Higuruma, which shouldn't be because Higuruma is the main point of the art. Because how can I explain that my drawing was supposed to be Higuruma, but his Shikigami, who's literally a black cloth with a face, took more time? I don't know how I'm gonna get myself out of that one. But I'm really trying. I'm softening the outline in Higuruma because I feel like the outline was too harsh. And if I softened it, it would look better and he would be more. But it's just not really there. I started wondering what I did wrong. So I realized it's in the eyes, right? Higuruma has really, really small eyeballs. Like his eyeballs are so small. But this is where I'm at now. I know the face is still not perfect, but I did reduce the eyeballs to a considerable small size for a human being. Technically, is he even a human? I don't know. Okay, I crash out. I like throughout the course of this drawing, I quit 4 times. That's where because when I quit, I just stopped recording, and then there's a bunch of cuts. That's because I quit. But yeah, I think it looks okay, and I thought I changed the size of his eyes. Why is he still looking big? So I think the drawing is looking better. I think this is where I stop because if I do more, I might end up ruining it. I've done that a bunch of times. So it's just, I think I'll stop here. The rest of his drawing that I have to finish is just his hammer and then his hand. So that's it. I'm pretty sure I'm done now. But yeah, this is the finished product. Please follow me and like and subscribe and stuff.